Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ahorangi Starchild and this is a Messages from Your Own Angels reading. If you're a first time viewer, thank you for joining me for another tarot reading. Make yourself comfortable, pull up a chair. There's also other videos. There's a wide variety of videos on my channel that you can browse. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button. If you like my style, subscribe and hit that bell at the bottom right hand corner of this video so you can receive notifications of other videos that I publish. My messages from your angels are specifically messages aimed for people who are aware of synchronicities in their life, who pays attention to maybe messages that they receive through music or billboards or numbers or any of those type of format synchronicities. All right, so it's also if you have someone who's passed and you're waiting for messages from loved ones who's passed. I'm using a variety of decks here, so please pay close attention to the images on the cards, words on the cards, numbers on the cards, and all of this is information that your guides and your loved ones can use to communicate with you. Okay, so it's a channel, energetic channel I'm opening for a chance to exchange information. So the aeroplane you hear in the background, that's Skydive Auckland. They're jumping today. I love skydiving. I'm a skydiver, and that's why I moved out here to Parakai to be close to the drop zone, hopefully to get back in the sky soon. Okay, so I am using today, let me see, this is my Dreams Tarot by Cairo Machiri. Then I'll also be using Talking to Heaven by Doreen Virtue and James Van Prague. I'll be using a numerology guidance oracle cards by Michelle Buchanan. She's New Zealand based. And then I'll also be using Alana Fairchild Light Worker Oracle cards. So let's see what messages does our angels have for us concerning situations that we find ourselves in and how we're going to move forward. What's the energy we're dealing with, and what's the universe bringing in for us to be able to move forward spiritually, emotionally, mentally. What support systems are out there? What information can our guides and angels bring to us to ease our path and enlighten our path? Thank you for joining me, and I'm sending out much love to my soul tribe, the people who vibe with me, the people who connect with me here on my channel. Please comment below how you find my readings and any other suggestions that you might have. Okay, so while I was shuffling, we had 3 cards. I'm just going to take them. So the first one is the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something to do with our destiny here. Jupiter has just gone into Capricorn in this week. Okay, so it's in the first degrees of Capricorn. So there is an energetic shift. Some of you might be aware of it, and some of you. And look at this. Look close at the cards. Okay, so here's. Get used to seeing the imagery on the cards. So first of all, here we have a compass. Okay, can my camera please just focus? There we go. I've just said that Jupiter has gone into Capricorn in this week. Where is our further north is being pointed between Capricorn and Sag. That's the exact moment. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about something that the energy is bringing in that's happened within the last 7 to 14 days. Okay, even less. I would say the last week. Something had happened in the last week that would have been pivotal, in your destiny. And it might just be a small sign. Maybe something really positive happened where maybe it's in a thing where you might have felt like I'm not supported in some way, shape, or form, and then all of a sudden there's this divine energy that steps in that let you know, but you are supported in the same way. Here we have 2 dolphins. We have the a sign of Jupiter at the bottom, and then something that looks like a clock, and like a little bit of Celtic work here. So look at this image. So this is something to do with the angels wants us to know that they are helping us to move forward on our path that is our destiny. They've got our back. It's about being divinely guided. We have the Ace of Coins. So I feel like the angels' messages is saying that there's a brand new beginning ushered in with this, and this is also Earth. This is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, and there's a stag here at the bottom of the card. So I feel the universe is bringing in for you financial abundance, a new beginning, a new long-term secure beginning handed to you by God himself. Because Jupiter is a planet of expansion, good luck and good fortune. We have the Ace of Coins right next to it. For some of us, there is a lump sum of money that is about to find its way to you in the most sublime way, or a brand new fresh start in a career that is financially beneficial. It is an abundant start that is in the making, and you might have had a glimpse of that. We have the Queen of Wands. So this is a lady who's action orientated. She's inspirational. She's charismatic. She's warm. She's outgoing, really good people skills, really good business skills, connected to her heart. Also intuitive, and she leads by example. This is a woman who's very warm. It's a mature woman who is very she's not afraid to go into the unknown. She has a lot of creativity, highly creative as well. So really good energy. We have the Six of Coins. So once again, I feel like the universe, what's part of our destiny is to start to receive what we have sown, start to reap our rewards for what we have sown. If you tune into my channel, you'll see there is a reading that I did, the Jupiter-Venus conjunction. That's very important because I feel like that energy is still is still active. Okay, um, and and we are also in our solar lunar eclipse season. We are finishing off with a 10-year cycle. We're finishing off with a decade. We're finishing off with a 30-year cycle, and we're also finishing off with, I think it's like a 800-year cycle. Okay, so big cycles coming to a close. But if you look at your life where you are now, especially if you have strong Earth in your chart, like Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, or ascendant in Earth signs, this is your time where there's going to be a lot of generosity coming your way. I feel like this could be something to do with an inheritance that's finding its way to you. I feel like all your efforts that you've put in over the time, now it is returning the balance. The universe is keeping score, because we do have the universal law of balance stepping in. If you have made the effort, your efforts must be rewarded. And the way that this card speaks is it's literally showing someone handing you something, and it's Jupiter giving it to you. This is that Ace of Pentacles, and I feel like it is a woman. A woman has a lot to do. A mature woman with Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in her chart. She is instrumental in bringing this good luck and good fortune to you. I really do feel that. Okay. So we have the Death card. I do feel like for some of us, this is that there is an inheritance making its way to you. Someone had passed away, and they've left you something in their will. But this is also about deep transformation. maybe this is you getting in touch with the cycles, because death is about transformation. It's not something that happens in a day. This is a cycle. Transformation happens over time. And I feel like what the angels are saying is that there has been times where you really had to dig deep and scraping the bottom of the barrel. You had to face your fears. You had to let things go. You had to surrender to situations. You had to face toxic situations. But I feel like all of that is changing because you were brave. Because this Queen of Wands is very courageous. Maybe you have fire in your chart. Maybe you have a Leo or Sagittarius or Aries sun, rising, moon, whatever planet, in a fire sign. And that is to say that even if the abundance isn't brought to you by another person, that you are instrumental in the changes of your life, because of the growth that you've been through, the transformation that you've been through is bringing that in for you. We have the palace of wands. So this is a beautiful energy. It's that vitality. It resembles fire in its purest form. It is about being very so. I've got to get this book out. I forgot that this deck has these palace cards in them. Sorry, but it resembles fire. Fire is transformative. It is cleansing, clearing. It's outgoing energy. It's masculine energy. Let me just get my little book out here. What does it say about the palaces? Sorry, people. Okay, so I've got to go to the fire. Palace of Wands. It says okay, so it describes your environment. So it's a warm environment that encourages creativity and inspiration, and it launches plans and projects. So I feel like this energy is going to propel you forward with a lot of passion and a lot of drive, a lot of energy being available to you to be able to achieve your goals. Okay, and that falls right underneath the Jupiter chart here. And remember, I said Jupiter just came out of Sagittarius into Capricorn. So, and we had that Venus Jupiter conjunction in the last degrees of Sagittarius. So that's why I say that that energy is still carrying forward. There's a lot of energy coming in, brought to you by the angels to help you to move forward and achieve your goals. We have the Empress. Oh my gosh. This is that brand new beginning that you've been waiting for. If you've been finding yourself in no man's land because you've gone through a huge transformation in the way of death and releasing a lot of things, and you're just starting out on a clean slate, this is your brand new beginning. The universe is giving you your heart's desire. It's giving you, because the Empress is someone who shows up. She's been through the war. She's seen everything. The Empress didn't end up on the throne because she was born into it. She had to face trials and tribulations to become this mature woman who is wise, who can take care of herself and her own, who's generous, who has heart, who is she nourishes herself as well as other people. She's reliable. She's as solid as rock. This card is ruled by Taurus, Taurus and Venus, Moon, and Cancer to me. But she's also all the queens in the tarot rolled into one. So this is a very mature woman, and I feel like it falling right below the coins with this baby that she's holding, I feel like this abundance coming in for you is way, way, way above your expectations. I feel like a lot of us don't see this coming because we are still maybe processing. The death card did show up. Okay, we're still processing this trauma and stuff that we had to let go of. But when there's a clean slate in Mother Nature, if the soil has been tilled and all the weeds have been removed and you plant a seed in it, it is going to bring you an amazing yield. Okay, because we have the Ace and the Empress right next to each other. Then we have the Seven of Wands. I feel like we have a person here with a very fiery nature who has set up some healthy boundaries. I feel like this is to do with this Death card here as well, where we have she's changed. Okay, this woman with heart and courage, she's been through the wars. She's had to face many challenges and had to be very clear on what it is that she wants to allow, what she wants to allow in her life. And with a Death card, must probably had to cut out a whole lot. And if you don't have the fire in your chart, I feel like you had cut out a woman with fire in her chart to be able to balance out. Maybe this person was bringing in imbalances in your life, and because you made the transformation to remove toxic people from your life now, and set up healthy boundaries, now you're moving forward, and now the universe is saying, well, now there's a clean slate. Let's use that space that's available. Let's bring in something that can grow. So we have the Ten of Swords absolutely done and dusted with people who aren't honest, with sneaky behavior, people who wound with words, backstabbing. I feel like this is a person who's totally done with anxiety, worrying over things, having sleepless nights, just cannot work up a nerve, even if they tell you to, even if they pay you to get worried about something. You just can't. You're just in a place where you say, oh, I can't do this anymore. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So there is messages coming in, there's communication coming in, maybe even because the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest cards in the deck. I see there's Aquarius sign that's very prominent, Aquarius and Capricorn sign. So I kind of feel like there might still be conversations coming in the new year, just round about the 1st of January, or the last weeks of January into February, that there still will be conversations that needs to be had to just clear the air once and for all, so you can move forward, and maybe just loose ends to be tied up. But the universe is giving you the energy and the go-get to finish off with things that's really unpleasant. Okay, the Knight of Swords is very sure. They're very goal orientated. They say what they need to say, and it's like a hit and run. Okay, it's like these messages coming in really fast concerning endings. We have the King of Cups. So we have a masculine person here who is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, potentially. I see how beautiful this cup is decorated. So I feel like he is emotionally mature. He's worked through his emotional issues. I feel like with all this water down here, that maybe he had to battle emotions. He had to get clear for himself. He had to find clarity for himself concerning his emotional balance and what it is that he really desires. I feel like he had to weather some storms. On this card, once again, we see that here above, we see the Pisces, Aquarius kind of energy. But the King of Cups is someone who's got very good listening skills, very good counseling. On the downside, sometimes a little bit of a struggle with addictions or escapism. And maybe this is what this King of Cups had to overcome inside of himself. And I said King of Wands there, so maybe this person also has fire in their chart. But I feel like we're dealing with a mature masculine person, and this is falling right below this Palace of Wands. And I feel like this King of Cups now, after working through maybe some of his own issues to understand himself emotionally on a better level, to understand his intuition, having some spiritual growth, I feel like now he has the energy to move forward because of the placement here below the Palace of Wands. We have the Palace of Coins. So this is about creating security in your life, your environment, becoming more stable. And look, this card once again falls underneath this Empress. So I feel like there is communication coming in, maybe even after ending, because that's the Death card there. Communication after an ending, maybe even from a King of Cups who is now very clear about what it is that he desires because it falls underneath this Palace of Wands. He's very clear about his dreams and what he wants to achieve, and now ready to create stability in amidst that creative energy. Also wants it to be stable, and so I feel like um this is something long term, okay, something coming in, the coins, the Empress, and the Palace. I feel like the angels are saying there is something coming in that we are working on behind the scenes that is going to bring you long term abundance, okay, on all levels, because abundance isn't just money. Abundance can be your emotional, mental well-being, your relationships, people who care. So we have the Queen of Coins here. So she's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Look how these cards speak to each other. She's looking at that Palace of Coins. She's willing to invest herself. This is her being in her element, okay? She's also maybe looking towards the past. And I see this Sagittarius sign behind her there. So she might even have fire in her chart. But I feel like she's looking to create stability. She might even collaborate with this masculine who has a lot of water in his chart. And I feel like both of them are, like if you're single, this could just be another person that you know who is, conspiring or collaborating with you to create abundance and security in your life, in whatever way. But the Queen of Coins is a very solid, loyal. Um, she knows how to keep to schedules. She knows how to plan for things long term. She likes the finer things in life. She values beauty. She values harmony. This card is ruled by Venus as well. I feel there's a strong Venusian energy here because of the way that she's, decorated. Her jewelry and everything is so beautiful. So there's a lot of focus on women here. We've got two women and one masculine. We have the Nine of Wands. Someone is wounded. Someone is looking they're asking for balance. They've been through the wars, but they still have one hope left. And this is Moon and Sagittarius. Look at the Sagittarius sign here. We have Sagittarius behind her head here. So I feel like Sagittarius is Jupiter ruled, and that refers to that first card that came out. So I feel like Jupiter is conspiring to bring loyal people into your life who's willing to go on a journey with you long term through thick and thin. All the challenges that you could potentially face, these people are authentic, okay? And I feel like with this Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords falling below each other, that someone has been really drawn the short straw here. They've had to face many challenges, mental challenges as well as physical challenges, working hard, burning the candle on both ends, having to handle conflict, both mentally as well as physically. Okay, when you handle conflict, it absolutely drains the energy out of you. And this person is so tired, but yet they still have the one desire, that one thing that they're willing to move forward with, and we have faith. So this card is ruled by Taurus. There's a lot of Taurus energy here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, the Palace of Coins, we have the Queen of Coins, we have the Six of Coins. And I feel like this is also a card about your belief system, your religion, your values, your own inner wisdom, people that you consider to be wise, people whose examples you will follow, people who you turn to for leadership, for advice. But it's also about learning, teaching and learning. The Hierophant is about teaching and learning. It's also about marriages. But I feel what the main thing what I see here is, especially with this card ending the spread, it is Jupiter wants to bring in, because remember, it will be trining Taurus and Virgo in its transit through Capricorn, okay? And it will have its challenges. In Capricorn, we have the South Node, we have Saturn there, we have Pluto there. Natally, I have my North Node there. So there is a lot that Jupiter would have to face in in the next year in its transit through Capricorn, but it is going to be supported by Uranus in Taurus. It is going to have a lot of energy there that's going to be able to liberate things that doesn't serve, but also learning the value of things, what we want to keep and what we want to get rid of. Now, for the Lightworkers Oracle, I'm going to draw a card. Once again, take note of the images of these cards. This is praying hands. Okay, there's a cross there. There's lots of symbols on this card. Yin Yang. There's been palaces mentioned here. So just take note of the images on the cards. There was a stag, scales, weighing scales, flowers. Okay. Initiation by fire. It's a very bright card. It's very angelic. There's a garden here. And you can see, sorry, the sun is coming through the window. Just, maybe we can see better now. Yep, that looks like heaven above there, doesn't it? And look how connected she is to heaven. Initiation by fire, and it's 22. What does this card say? Initiation by fire is a life-changing, spiritual and cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. And I feel like that speaks to this death card that we've been through. Allow the power of the divine fire to clear and purify you inside out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. That's sometimes very hard to do, is letting go. For I just want to say, for my soul tribe following me, letting go, if you find it very difficult to let go, just allow. Okay, just go into a state of surrender. You don't have to let go. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and new life. You are like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. Okay, so this is to do with a new beginning coming in for you as well. That's to do with the Ace of Pentacles that Jupiter is bringing in there. Now let's do some numerology cards by Michelle Buchanan. Maybe you've been seeing numbers. You can maybe read up on numbers or Google numbers, 111, 555. I've been seeing the 1111 and 555. I get a bit edgy when I see a 555 because it means fast changes, changes for the better, but fast. I've been through a lot of change. Okay, a lot of change. Even my changes are changing. It's like it's never going to settle down. Okay. 46, domestic harmony. That's good news, especially over Christmas, right? And have a look at the colors. We have blue and green, domestic harmony. So I feel like we are going into a place where we really have to, maybe allow things just to fade away, especially if we had to deal with conflict. Allow it to fade away and, just call on your angels to usher in a time of peace. But I do feel like domestic harmony allows you to recharge. It gives you a place that if you have a busy life, that you can go home and rejuvenate, put your feet up, rest, and recharge for the next day, because that's where your support is as well. Okay, now I'm going to do some Talking to Heaven by James Van Praagh. So I do feel like the angels wants to usher in some good abundance, financially, emotionally, a place where you can stay, physical safety, security, stability. I think the universe just wants to say, don't worry, we've got you. We've got you. So this one fell out, but I've had this card so many times in reading, so I'll just say my mind is free. So I feel like angels are helping you to break old thought patterns, because especially with this initiation by fire, angels are standing by you to be able to make the transformation, to release everything. And I feel like they're providing you with a safe and secure environment in which you can release, rest, rejuvenate, so that you can actually make the shift from being holding on to maybe pain or rejection or loss. They're giving you a safe environment where you can heal. Okay. And I feel like that's the main message that the angels wants to say, is that there's beautiful, stable, secure beginnings coming in for you, and they are helping you to be able to make this transformation in a safe environment. So let me know what you thought of this reading. Please connect with me and let me know if you want me to continue with the angel messages reading. I love reading for you today. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Light and love.